What is up, YouTube? I'm back, and today, people, we are back for another team builder. This time it's for week 2 against Aaron, and we have an extremely special guest today. I'm very excited for this, but welcome our reigning NCL Season 1 champion, Will.
Yeah. Oh, what's going on, James? Thanks a lot for having me on. It's an honor to be here.
Yeah, of course, man. I'm really happy we could get Will on the show. He wants to do even more videos down the stretch, so we're definitely going to have him here and there, but I'm blessed to have him for this Week 2 matchup. And this Week 2 matchup, I can just say is a scary one at that, as we do have Aaron, coach of the Hell Summoned Clefable, and we're going to be going up against him this week. But big things, I know you guys are going to see a big thing at the bottom of our screen where we had last time. Our team is very different looking. I know you guys can see that, but we now have like Torkoal, Mega Houndoom, Slowking, things like that we're working with. I made a big transaction sweep because I just didn't like the synergy of my team. As we kind of talked about in week 1 of the team builder, I kind of said we were making transactions, but here they are. You guys are finally getting the taste of that. We did do, finally, the draft analysis did come out. Came out a little bit late. Sorry about that because of technical difficulties. But you guys kind of saw the team there as well. We kind of explained it. But we're just going to dive right in. So the biggest thing that I do, let me open the team builder up. All right.
Hey, James.
Yep.
Hey, so I'm really excited to get into this team building. I wanted to know if first, before we jump right in, if I could ask a couple questions.
Oh, yeah. You can go ahead.
Wait, so for the casual listener, the casual fan that might be out there right now, one thing you need to know about this NCL Pokemon Draft League is that there's a group of rebel rousers amongst the moderators of this group. And I'm gonna, those individuals, they'll remain nameless for now. But you gotta know they're set on feeding propaganda to the masses in order to forward their own agendas. And in the process, certain coaches have been gifted fame, while other coaches and Pokemon have been the object of constant slander. So James,
I know the wave that you're on right now. Are you talking
How
about
did I become the villain of this league?
You became the villain of this league, Will. Actually, I can tell you guys this one. Will became the villain of this league because he continuously drafts hated draft pairing of mons, and he does it. He's done it now for the 2nd season in a row, and he continues to beat our asses with it. So everybody's mad about it, and we're a little salty. It just shows how good a Will is as a battler. I don't know if it does or not, because he's drafting busted Mega Scizor, Tapu Koko terrain, and now it's Sandstall. So we have that, and the worst part, Will, I just have to throw it out there. I want you to know that I personally am a little bit hurt that you would do this to me. But you decided to draft a Sandstall team with my favorite Pokemon on it, and you slandered it, and you just rubbed it in the dirt like that. And I just have to point that out. I'm a little bit sad that you would do this to me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not even playing Stall. Just because I have a Toxapex and a Corviknight doesn't mean I'm playing Stall.
You have a Toxapex, a Corviknight, a Mew, a Clefable,
let's take it easy.
Now you originally had Powdon.
Let me draw the line in the sand right here. Mystery and I played in the finals. People were reacting with crying emojis. We're talking about. And what did I miss? How did I become the bad guy?
I don't know, Will. You just kind of like developed that persona for yourself, and I think it's great. I think it's good. I think you should just intake it and just take it all in and be like, all right, if I'm the bad guy, then it's just gonna have to come out. You're just have to show people.
Yes, I have to live with it.
Yep, it's amazing.
Fair.
We love it. You're like the evil pizza guy.
I got many more questions.
You're the evil pizza guy.
I got many more. Let me just ask one more, and then I'll hold my peace. What's all the Hawlucha hate?
Because it's Hawlucha. Do I have to go any more into that?
You got it does one thing. You prepare for 2 moves. Yeah, I mean, like
it gets coverage. It gets Stone Edge and Throat Chop and Poison Jab and Roost and everything.
No, but a neutral, close combat, and acrobatics do more than all those 80 base power moves.
Stonage is
So
one
you're for 2 moves.
100 or something. I can't remember Stonage ever. I mean, yeah, you basically are. And then like my biggest thing whenever I'm prepping, I will always over prep for it, which is the biggest thing. It's just it's that Mon. Well, you obviously know you're over prepping for it, but yet it still get kills. And that's the problem with it. If it's like if it's the hands of a great battler like Will, it's just aids because you know you can like you can build for it and you can build for it, and then during the battle you just start noticing your things are getting chipped by his walls. Things are getting chipped by Tapu Koko. Things are getting chipped by Mega Scissor. Things are getting chipped by Gliscor. Things like that, and then before you know it, he drafted Gliscor Milotic too, which is a great pairing, as we know. That's not as bad as the Hawlucha stuff, but Gliscor Milotic is in another team that we have that's unknown that Will actually beat last week. But we'll talk about that in the weekly digest that you guys will get. And then, of course, probably our most skilled battler in the league, Will, with that team, and it was just like, it felt like we didn't even have a chance. It was like, Hawlucha's just gonna run shit, and what did it do? Run shit. It was nowhere near, of course, my Kieran Black, but it did very well in the league.
Credit where credit's due.
Huh?
Credit where credit's due.
Yeah. Kieran Black got 17 kills and like 3 deaths or 5 deaths, something like that. It was 3 to 5. That thing went off. It lived a close combat from an Infernape. It's 1 sweep ties. That thing just annihilated. It got 2 full 6-0 sweeps. It was here. It is Kieran Black, granted, but I still don't think it's banned. F you, mystery. I'll be on the Will train. I shouldn't have been banned. free Kieran Black. All right, so after we get all over that nonsense of Will crying about having Hawlucha and people hating him, we will go right back into this. So the biggest thing I see is that this team is freaking nuts.
Yeah.
I think
you got like this rare issue where like his like 3 offensive studs are like all kind of have their way with your team, and like the Megalopo and the Darnji.
But what I think I do want to bring, I want to pull the trigger on week 1 or week 2 or week 1 with the team. I think we do have to bring the Mega Doom, because Mega Doom, everything but the Heatran, I just punch for it just dies. Nothing can swap in on it, and I can get it in for free. I think a lot, especially like if he does for some reason bring the Cresselia to soak up hits from like maybe Garchomp. I could see it. I could see bulky Zygarde coming in place of it. I don't know, because he also has like no swap ins to Gengar as well, which I think we do as well need to bring. We might go HO with Aaron's HO. I'm not sure yet, but I do 100% want to pull the trigger on Mega Houndoom.
I like that. I think on his side, that Cresselia is, I don't know if it has to come, but it's to me it looks really likely, because it's probably one of 2 things that slows down your Garchomp. So I would definitely expect that thing coming, and then having that big dark presence in Houndoom would be pretty nice.
Yeah, I think I really need it. Why doesn't, this is what makes me so mad. It makes me so sad. Like, I love Mega Houndoom, but it doesn't even get like Focus Blast. Why can't I at least get Focus Blast? They didn't even give it Scorching Sands. My sadness is overwhelming. I can't touch the Heatran. I Dark Pulse it, so that's not true. But
yeah. So it might need to be like a strat that you have in the battle, kind of like firing off the Dark Pulses a lot in the beginning to chip the Heatran until you can kind of get ready for.
Well, the thing is, nothing on his team takes a Dark Pulse. Like, his resistance is Tapu Koko and Mega Lopunny, and both of them don't appreciate a Dark Pulse of the Sun.
Dude, the Skunk Tank's right there.
If he brings the Skunk Tank, then congrats, you won.
Let me know what you think about this. Since Houndoom really kind of only needs its stabs, what do you think about bringing Flame Charge to like get the Mega, like to outspeed the Mega Lopunny, the Tapu Koko, a Scarf Darnji? I think that Heatran is around, and if it is carrying the Flash Fire, that's something you can't really do. But I feel like that could be a pretty good late game tech to pull out. And then,
I was thinking the same thing. I think we're on the same wavelength right now. I was going to suggest that to you and see what you thought, but I guess we're We're connected today. But
that's right.
the flame charge
We're
I do
built
like
like
a
them
lot.
together.
It's so guys, the flame charge here is what it does is it's 50 base power, but it ups our speed by 1. It's not here for damage whatsoever. I'm just hitting this thing to get faster, basically on a swap in. Will, I do want you to know to offensive Coco. This is just offensive Coco. If I'm in the sun, neutral, just as neutral Dark Pulse does 47 min to offensive Coco. So he doesn't have a swap in. That's
that being said, he could like, because I'll do this from time to time. He could decide at one point in the game to hard switch a Coco or like Mega Lope in, expecting the dark. Because if it lives 1, that could put him in like still an advantageous position to kind of run through you.
I think the biggest thing in this game, though, me and Will, I think we're gonna agree, is definitely to chip that Heatran.
Sir.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big thing. Since he doesn't have an answer for it, I'm just going to throw Garchomp on, just because we think Cress is going to be there. I'm actually not entirely sure what I want to do with Chomp this week. Because I think Scale Shot goes in. It went in last week, I didn't bring it, because I like the defensive, but SD Scale Shot looks really nice here.
It could work. What move do you want to put around that?
That's the thing. I would want to probably put. I think I'd have to bring EQ. That's the problem. And then the thing is, I want to put another Dragon Stab because Scale Shot's not killing the Zygarde even. Like if it's bulky Zygarde. If it's bulky Zygarde, I fret if I don't get all the ones that I need. I have a sinking suspicion that I do not kill, even at +2. So if he's bulky Zygarde, you guys will see on the screen. If he's bulky Zygarde, if I get, okay, well, if I +2 and he's impish, max HP, max defense. Oh wow, never mind. I just killed. Alright. That's Life Orb though. That's if I go Life Orb. If he's max, like max, which I don't think he does, but if he's max, Scale Shot at +2 does 97 min. With 3 hits.
Okay.
But, so
that's in that could be in Rock's range too.
Yeah, that is Rock's range right there. You're right. Okay, well we.
You said it's max 97 or mid?
Mid 97.
Oh, totally in Rock's range. Let's go.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put Swords Dance. We're gonna put Scale Shot, we're gonna put Earthquake, and then is there any move that you're necessarily seeing? There's Crunch, of course. What'd you say?
I think you gotta have something for that Cresselia.
You think we just go Crunch?
Yeah.
How much you think I do? It's probably like I like whenever I see Cresselia, I get like it's I hate that mon. I had it last year for all of 2 weeks or something. And it's definitely like it's just so annoying.
It's true.
So at +2, Crunch does 65 to 77, which isn't bad at all. We definitely need chip on it, but this is like full Cresselia as well. Like if he doesn't go Spadef, which I don't know why you would ever go Spadef. I guess if you like just don't have a swap in his things. But at the same time, I have Mega Houndoom and probably Gengar coming, so I don't think Cress is going to be all that big of an issue for us. This thing's definitely going to have to be, like, we're going to have to protect this thing. I spelled Zoomin wrong last week, guys. I'm sorry. Zoomin, the Garchomp was there. I just completely went over my head. But he's back. He has the right thing. This guy has Life Orb. Loki, like, do I go Life Orb?
On the Chomp.
Huh?
Use it on the Chomp?
Yeah. I don't know. I hate, like, killing myself. I went Life Orb on Raikou last week, and I could have done a lot more damage if I didn't. But what's his team looking like again? Because I kill Zygarde with life. If I have Life Orb, that's what makes +2 scale shot kill the Zygarde, even if it's max. Spectre just dies, Heatran just dies. Cresselia takes like over half with Life Orb, but it's taking over half regardless if I bring Crunch. Mega Lopunny dies, Tapu Koko dies, Mantine probably dies. That's the big thing. If he brings Mantine, I'm gonna have to probably scale shot that too, which is a little bit wonky, but
another thing you could bring would be Toxic. Especially
he's speaking my language right now. I love my set of Toxic Mons.
that would be like a really good early game move to go for on like his first switch in.
And it would allow me to not be so what's the word? Like not susceptible. Fuck.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Not use this as less, like I'd not save this as much for the end. I can use this earlier game if I need to.
Yep.
Which, I mean, that's kind of the premise of Scale Shot Garchomp anyways, is to like bring it out and keep getting Scale Shots up. Just because it's a really cool mechanic that they added. But I do like Toxic, you know? I think we're gonna go that. But at the same time, I do like 67, I think it said, with Life Orb to Cresselia if it's max. So I don't know. I'm gonna throw it on there for right now, and I'm gonna throw the Life Orb on for right now. We'll come back to it if we need to. Let's fix these EVs. What am I creeping?
Got the Zygarde at 95.
I think that's the only thing. His team's either super fast or super slow. I mean, it's the Darm.
Yeah, if you wanted to go like Banded Darm, but yeah, same as Zygarde.
They have the same speed though, right?
They're both 95.
Yeah, so they get to 470. That's Choice Scarf. 317. So that's what I gotta get to. Yeah. I can't go Adamant. I wish. I said 317, right? So go 319. Yeah, okay. So, and then I can throw the rest in HP, which is really nice. Garchomp loves that extra HP. I like this a lot. We might change that Life Orb. Low-key might change it to Leftovers, might change it to like something else. Just to fuck with it later. I didn't do the Mega Houndoom stats. Who am I creeping for that? Do you know? All of his fast mons are like crazy fast. So I don't think...
Yeah, it's huge. Or it would be Scyther, I guess, at 105.
He doesn't bring Scyther against the... Do you think he brings Scyther against the Sun team?
The only thing I'm going to say about Scyther is it's maybe... I get Garchomp gets Stone Edge, but Scyther is probably like the best kitted mon outside of Cresselia to take on.
I mean, that would be... and like if you Scarf Arm.
Taking it.
But yeah, there's nothing really that takes on Garchomp on his team other than Cress, yeah.
So that would be the... I don't know if that makes worth considering in your speed creep, though.
I mean, we also have Flame Charge at the end of the day, too. So,
hey, that's true.
I guess what we should do then, if we're Flame Charge, is we should creep to outspeed at +1. Things at +1.
Yeah. Well, at that rate, I think you just creep the Darm Zygarde. Because, yeah, there's no way he would be Scarf Scyther.
Oh, 100%. So, it's going to be...
It'll be defensive if you brought it, so... Yeah, I think you might be able to go Modest then.
Oh, we can. 100% if we're creeping Darm G with Mega Houndoom, which makes everything even more delicious. Because we can go Modest. And then I got to get to 317. Oh, wow. That's amazing. I can put Modest 208. That is awesome. This is Big Will hours. He loves creeping things and getting them wrong.
Yeah, dude, I always get greedy. It's a way of life.
I want you to know, Mega Houndoom's special attack right now is 416 outside of Sun. He is eating people alive.
That's nuts.
I don't have a great name for him right now because I'm not doing Cerberus because that's too cliche. I want to be cool, but I had a name. I can't remember now. We'll figure it out.
We'll come to you.
All right, and
so
then
you're bringing Torkoal, right?
We have to bring Torkoal. Yeah, you're right. I almost skipped past him. So big thing with Torkoal, I think I'm just gonna throw it right on there. Put Drought, and then we're gonna throw a Rapid Spin, and we're gonna throw the big old rocks.
Yes, sir.
And we're gonna put. Should we go Boots or Heat Rock?
Well, let's see. Who are his rockers? He has. Doesn't Zygarde not get rocks? Isn't that like one of its
Zygarde,
weird?
I think, does not get rocks. I think you're actually right, but I'm gonna look right
I'm
now.
gonna check on that. No rocks.
Yeah, it doesn't get it.
Cool.
Pog.
So he's got Heatran, and
He's got his rockers are notoriously bad. He has, I think, Heatran and Lairon are the only two that get it.
okay. So just Heatran. Cool.
Yeah. What do you mean? You're talking about Stunting, but Lairon is right there.
I know, dude.
Oh, I like that shiny. That shiny Torkoal's cool. He looks like a Heat Rock.
It's up to you. I think the Heatran definitely comes.
Oh, 100%. Do I
Whether it brings rocks or not is kind of a toss-up.
Well, we're definitely bringing... Do we go physical or special Torkoal? We can bring... I think, because we think the Heatran's going to be special, I think. So I'm going to bring Earthquake.
Cool.
I'm going to throw that on there. And then we could go Lava Plume just for burns. We can go Mix. That's not a huge deal. We
Sure.
can get in minus speed.
Yeah, the Heatran's probably going to be there for like Houndoom and Gengar.
Yeah, for sure. I think he's Spadef all the way. Because that soft checks Gengar Raikou. And then it still helps with, like, the main thing is Mega Houndoom.
Right.
But I agree with Will on that one. Last move, do I go Lava Plume? Do I need Lava Plume to burn things? What are his swap-ins? He probably does swap in Zygarde. I could go Toxic. Last move.
I like Toxic a lot on it. Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay, then we're gonna go Mono Earthquake. We can only Toxic the crest and then swap, but it's worth. Technically, we can Rapid Spin it if we need to. I'm not scared of rocks. I'm just gonna put the Heat Rock. I think getting that Sun up for as much as possible. And I was talking to Mystery a little bit, and he's gonna probably get mad at me about his strats, but it's my Pokemon, so I don't think Mystery's ever using this Pokemon. But for Mega Houndoom, too, I can always Nasty Plot outside of Sun if I'm forcing something out as well, just so I don't take that extra turn of heat damage, solar power damage. So that's something we could look at doing as well. Yeah. I don't have a Torkoal.
So you got Nasty Plot, Dark Pulse, Fire Blast, and Flame Charge?
Yeah. That's what I got. Unless we go Flamethrower, but Fire Blast just obliterates everything on his team. I guess we could go Heat Wave if we wanted. Oh no,
we go Fire Blast.
Yeah, if we're gonna go. Yeah, I agree.
Let me throw this out there. Let me know what you think. This is a stretch.
Okay.
What if instead of Nasty Plot, you went Thunderfang for the Mantine?
Bro, I tell you about this. Me and Will are on the same brainwave. I had this as well. I was telling Mystery, and he was laughing at me, but I'm like, it is the tech. I can Thunderfang the freaking Mantine. I swear, because he might go, like... But at the same time, I was looking at the calcs.
Yeah.
And Dark Pulse in the Sun, even if it's like Spadef, just obliterates Mantine. So I was like, fuck,
really?
It's not even worth it. Yeah. Literally, Fire Blast does more. It's so weird. Like, Fire Blast in the Sun, solar power, it does, like, so much damage. Like, I even went... Like, I went worst case scenario, or I guess we can go Spadef Mantine. I did the calc earlier, because I was like, he gets Thunderfang! And Mystery's like, please stop. Like, it's amazing. What do you mean? So let's go Calm.
No, that's not what I'm seeing in the calc. Oh, I don't have Sun on. It does 15% more.
Does it? If
yeah.
It's Spadef? The thing is, if he brings Mantine, I don't know if it's Spadef.
What else would he bring it for?
That's true. It would literally be for this thing. I mean... What are we... Okay, this is the biggest thing with when I have setup on the team. What am I setting a Nasty Plot up on? It's always swaps.
Yeah.
And then how much do I do to Heatran at +2? Because, like, late game, if his Heatran ges chipped... Heat ran, especially defensive. Why don't they do this? Why do like I know it's to outspeed something in the tier, but they put so much freaking speed in it. In the sun at +2. Oh, I don't know if that's even a swap in. Will Dark Pulse at +2 in the sun does 81 min to fully Spadef Heatran.
Yum.
So I don't know. Do we keep the Nasty Plot? Because it does a lot. And then if
I would go
+2 against
just for the meme, but
I mean, I feel like then we just get rid of Flame Charge. It's either Flame Charge or Thunder Fang. Originally, I had Thunder Fang instead of Flame Charge, and then I put Flame Charge on. Because we're the same one and only. But
you gotta get win number 1. Let's not do the Thunder Fang.
yeah, I think that's true. After choking last week, I don't want to give myself another chance to choke. Because it will.
Well, that's my boy Smith, though.
Yeah, Smith played really well.
That,
I mean, he's got the AIDS team, but no, I think
Smith, that intimidation makes you make some suspect
so scared,
decisions.
yeah. I honestly, you should if you watch the video, Will. I'm like staring. I'm like, I swapped to Zavali. I'm like, why did I do that? I'm like sitting there. I'm like, what just went through my head? I don't even know the like logic. Like the logic was Shadow Ball had a roll to kill, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to risk my Gengar, and then I'm like, there's no point. And after it, I'm like, well, I'm stupid.
We've all done it.
Let's try not to do that again. But do we know we just go defensive on Torkoal? I mean, I like Torkoal as a soft Mega Lopunny check as well, and a Darmg.
Yeah,
huh?
Defensive looks good. Defensive looks good.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go fully defensive.
You'll definitely scare that Mega Lope too for the fear of the Lava Plume.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe we go like Rocky Helmet, but I like the Heat Rock. I think just to get those sun terms. I don't have a name for Torkoal yet. Oh, yes, I do. Yurtle. That's what I name him. Look at him. Yurtle the turtle. He's here. All right. Next mon. All right. I have Yurtle here, but I would like one more defensive mon.
I'm looking at one.
Which one are you looking at? Are you looking at Spadef Diancie or Solwally?
Neither.
If you're saying Slowking, I don't know about that one.
Nope.
Big Tang?
Yeah, dude, Tang's gotta come.
I do like that. I just scared. I mean, we can go Rocky Helmet, of course. I just get scared, of course, the Mega Lopunny Triple Axle.
What's stopping Zygarde?
Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong.
And even with Lopunny, I mean, man, a Rocky Helmet Tangrowth? I don't know if that's a lot of damage. But let me look this up real quick.
We don't even have to go Rocky Helmet, but I do agree. I like Big Tang here. We have to go Ramen, the Tangrowth. Because I eat that ass like ramen. Yeah.
Full Axle does a max of 50% to a full defensive Tangrowth.
Are we going full defensive? Damn.
Can. I don't know. I think you got the freedom here. I think AV looks really good too. But
I like AV, but I also really like Leech Seed.
That's true.
Leech Seed looks so free on his team.
As long as you bring Solar Blade in the sun, it's all fine by me.
I have to bring Regenerator. I want to bring it. That's the reason. Like I did this funny Tangrowth Sun thing. I think it's really funny. But like I don't kill anything. I kill the Spectre maybe. I don't think we.
No, still go regen, but I think Solar Blade is actually still pretty good.
Yeah, I think that's good for damage. Yeah. We'll throw Solar Blade on. I'm personally gonna put Leech and Knock. So I really like that.
Like it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then we could just go Synthesis. Last move.
That's good.
Unless we're big balls and we say fuck, we just rely on Regenerator.
If you did, you could put EQ on it and catch the Heatran one of those turns.
Mm-hmm.
But that's risky.
He has to know that I'm gonna be. He probably thinks I'm gonna bring EQ on everything. You know, just because of that Heatran. I mean, if we don't want to go Solar Blade, we could go Giga as well. to get health back. But I do like the Soul Blade though, just because I'm shitting on things.
Seriously.
What should that last move be? It's really like, I don't want to say a throwaway spot, but it kind of just feels like a throwaway spot. Why did you know that Tangrowth gets Morning Sun?
Oh.
Pokemon, what is... But Entei doesn't get Earthquake. Alright. I'm not going to talk about that. What if we go Swords Dance, Will?
Then you gotta be Chlorophyll. That'd be hilarious if sweeping Tangrowth. The bad thing is with the like it still only has like 50 base speed. So even if you get the Chlorophyll,
it doesn't outspeed anything. I go back to 100. I like base 100 at the point. It's really sad.
So I mean, but the interesting thing with Tangrowth is like you could in an AV set. I think you could wall both the Zygarde and the Coco.
How much is Brave Bird doing to me? I guess I'd be max HP, max attack AV. Is that what you're thinking? Or just like go double defense?
I think I think the thing is like Tangrowth is one of the best Zygarde checks, or well, the best one that you have on your team, right?
Mm-hmm. And
I don't even know if you need a ton of defensive investment, to stop the Zygarde. So that's just why I'm saying if you go like AV and even invest, I think you could be a pretty good check to the Coco. Just you cover all the special options. Brave Bird isn't stab, so I don't know.
I'm looking right now how much Brave Bird's gonna do. I'm just gonna go max Jolly, and Brave Bird does. Brave Bird, if I'm just max HP, does 59 to 50 or 49 to 57.
Okay.
But this, for some reason, this is like max AV, max Spadef. Tangrowth. Like, I knew that was a thing, but that's just...
Yeah, you could go mix still.
Yeah. I mean, we could
AV.
always make
Rocky
that.
Still good.
We could go relaxed. And if we had the AV on and we weren't relaxed and we went... 92 defense, that's a guaranteed always never Okos. Unless he's like Life Orb or
sure
something like that. I do like EQ. I think we hit both of them really hard with that. Though I think I'm just gonna throw it on there. Yeah, and then it's just if we want to go Rocky or AV. Well, I have Leech right now, so we both agree that Leech is really good on this team.
Yeah, let's go Rocky then, because I think this way you can still wall the Zygarde, even the Megalope, and what other physical threats?
I'm not walling the Darm, but at least it's giving. If it's not Icicle crashing me, at least it's doing damage to itself.
Sure. And you know it's going to be choice too, so you can basically switch in on anything that's not Icicle Crash or Flare Blitz.
Flare Blitz is the sun hurting everything.
That's not good.
And
you have other things that can
I have a
like take out.
Though, so. Yeah, I like it. Just because we wall Zygarde. I think we just go Spadef at that point. Unless Mega Lopunny. Unless you want to go full Fizz Def because of the Mega Lopunny and how scary it is to our team.
Solid Mega Lopunny check is a good thing.
Yeah, I think we just do that. I think we're right. Like, I know it sounds funny, guys, but I'm terrified of that mod. I've had to watch it week in and week out destroy things. Just the last 3 seasons that I've been a part of, like, different leagues, I've just seen a Mega Lopunny go ham. And I'm not really wanting it to do that on me, so I'm gonna go Impish. Or I guess we go Relaxed, not Impish.
I remember when I thought Mega Lopunny was going to be bad because it lost return. And then finding out how it was.
It doesn't matter because it got U-turn in close combat. I was...
And triple axle.
Yeah, and triple axle, which just, it made up for it by tenfold. I'm really still sad because really good normal stab is just not a thing anymore.
Right.
You run quick attack.
Oh, what you talking about? Explode right there.
I mean, yeah, if you have hyper voice, but I was talking about the physical side. Unless you want to Giga Impact
How about that
something.
boom burst?
Boom Burst is special.
Specs boom burst. That's
Yeah,
the
that's special.
right there. That's all you need.
I mean, yeah, that's really good. That's why I told you I wanted to draft Swallow! I'm still mad about that. They wouldn't let me draft Swallow when I was team building because they're like, it doesn't fit on your team.
I don't blame them.
What? Now I have Will hating on Swallow? No! He has like one of the best plays. He's cool.
No comment.
Alright, so we got our defensive wall. I'm going to do a couple calcs with the big tang. If we go relaxed, then we just go fully full. I think Will said we don't ever just die to a triple Absol, which is awesome because Megalopony's doing, what, like 60% to itself? I don't think it's that much, but it's doing a shit ton to itself.
You would need 2 literal max rolls.
Yeah, I do. It has 50, like, max.
Oh, here it is. You have a 90... Wait, what am I looking at?
I have a 0.4% chance to 2-ko if I'm at full. And he triple axles me from what we have right now. I always forget, how much damage does Rocky Helmet give back?
I think it's 12 or 8.
The attacker loses 1/6 of its max HP, so it's losing half. The Megalopony, if it ever triple axles me, it's losing 50%. That's nuts. Which is great.
I like it a lot.
Because we're chipping that every time it U-turns, every time it's doing anything, this ramen noodles can suck it all up. I love it. So I think he brings a Zygarde, he brings Heatran Cresselia. What else do you think he brings? Because that's kind of what we had census on. I think the Tapu Koko has to be there.
If I was him, I'd bring the Lope, the Koko, and the Darm. I think Scyther and Mantine are possible. I don't know. I think Spectre looks kind of bad, but
I agree.
It seems like he really wants to use that mon, so you never know.
I think Spectrier, it doesn't, like, it has to mudshot the Mega Houndoom to kill it. It has to, you can't touch Savali if it's normal at all. So yeah, I don't know. It just feels weird to me. Even like Spadef DNs, he tanks stuff from it. Even Nasty Plot. I know like probably doesn't take too much, but because that thing's just nutty. But I don't know. AV Tangrowth can eat up a hit and kill it if it's chlorophyll, stuff like that.
And you got the Bibs right there.
That is true. Bibs is here. Bro, look at this. Bibs like 6-0s this team. Except for Tapu Koko. But we're not talking about that. He gets quick attack it. I can times force quick attack it. It'll die. Just need chip. Bro, that's the tech. Barbaro goes in. I think Barbaro gets a dark type move too. I bet you he gets like crunch or something. Bibs. He gets crunch. He gets thief. He gets taunt. Look at this. Bibs is the wave. We'll bring you one day, Bibs. I promise. He 6-0's Mysteries team. I've already explained this.
A plus for quick attack with rocks probably kills the Koko. Oh, never mind. It's guaranteed with rocks.
See? I told you, Barbaro is just out here. You have the Life Orb Adamant.
Way to go.
I have Aqua Jet, doesn't even kill it. You have Quick Attack. Quick Attack.
I'm assuming the sun's out there.
With Stealth Rocks has a 12% chance to Oko. That's what I have. If he's +4 Adamant, Life Orb, Quick Attack.
That's good stuff.
That is great stuff right there. Alright, moving on. I love you, Bibs. So right now we have Houndoom, Garchomp, Yordle, the the Torkoal, which is fully defensive. We have 2 fully defensive mons. So I think we 100% need a Spadef mon.
Sure.
I mean, I was also thinking, does he get it? I don't even know if he gets it. He doesn't. Okay, never mind. We're gonna move on then. We definitely need a Spadef mon. I mean, his Spadef is literally Tapu Koko Spectrier. I like something. I mean, but at the same time, we were just talking about, even if he's special, Tapu Koko, Dazzling Gleam doesn't, like, it probably 2-Co's Tangrowth, but we eat up any kind of electric move. He can't hit us for super effective damage because he's not Brave Bird.
Yeah, you probably want something a little more dedicated for Coco, like a special Coco. Because, yeah, like if he brought like Specs or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I was worrying about.
Very much. So, could be Soul Valley.
Yeah, that's always
like,
a given.
I
was thinking Spadef Diancie's cool too because it gives us our rocker. Oh, we have a rocker in fucking Torkoal. I didn't even think of that. Well, that frees Diancie up to run more moves.
Right. Raikou can kinda do it too.
That's what I was thinking of, bulky Raikou. Just because it,
Yeah.
like, if he wants to ever bring the Mantine or the Scyther, it's just, they're dead.
Right. The Zygarde's a little annoying, but
yeah, I mean, but at the same time, we can run. we can run Pressure Stall.
I'm gonna pretend like I didn't hear that.
Come on, Will. You have your team on the screen. I'm looking at it right now, and you're telling me I can't run Pressure Stall Raikou?
Stall is not my play. I got some bulk on my team, but you're gonna see me run Stall very few times this year.
Yeah, I also, like, I was kind of shocked when people were like, Will's just drafting Stall, and I'm like, I just don't. That's not Will. I was like, I'm like used to Will wanting to hit as hard as he possibly can. But
in week 1, it was Mirror Armor Corviknight. Wasn't even pressure.
Yeah. Mirror Armor's
Good
cool,
deal.
though. I love that ability.
I think the Raikou still works because, yeah, like Zygarde, but you do have the Tangrowth that is like such a free hard switch.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then also, I can throw Scald on there to hit Tran harder and to burn Zygarde.
Yep.
So I do like a bulky Raikou this week. Get on the Pressure Stall wave. Raikou's the new Suicune, but better.
Oh, you heard it here first.
Oh, Meowser is back, Will. Did you like the name?
I do like that name. I like the story behind it too. That was nice.
I think it is a really cool story. I think I'm gonna do a bulky pivot, so I'm gonna throw a Volt Switch on there. Just right now, I have Thunderbolt, Scald. That last move probably gonna be Toxic or something else. What are we walling? The Tapu Koko? Well, we should probably have something to hit Tapu Koko. Low key. Do we have anything that hits Tapu Koko?
Looks like you're just spamming Scald all battle.
Yeah, a lot. I mean, he
Bulldoze.
gets Shadow Ball, but that's not doing shit.
You should bulldoze it.
I mean, the tech is I get Weather Ball, so I can Weather Ball it.
There you go. That's something. It doesn't really help for the Zygarde that wants to come in every time, but
I know, it fucking makes me mad. I'm like, why couldn't he have a Mon that, like, is grass and I could Weather Ball it? That'd be cool. Why don't you have a grass type? I told you to pick up a grass type.
seriously. Grass type too. I'm gonna bet him for that.
I low key just I feel like Toxic's probably it.
So you said Volt Switch, Toxic.
Thunderbolt Scald is what I have. Unless we want to put like Roar or something on there.
I think could be good for shuffling stuff around on rocks, but it's kind of gimmicky.
It is really gimmicky. So what I do like though is like I have so many mons that can do this, like Roar and stuff like that. I'm scared a little bit of setup Crest against my team. I do have Leech. That's one of the main reasons I wanted it. I mean, we have like 8 million mons with Toxic though, so it's not like the scariest thing in the world. But I don't know.
It doesn't get healed by.
No, once it gets Toxic, it's Toxic, unless it runs Rest.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you're alright with as long as you.
Bro, I get Bite. I can Bite. You're right. I do get Bulldoze. I can Bulldoze the Tapu Koko. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I get Dig. I can Power Herb Dig it.
Oof. Who knows? Maybe Heatran wants to come in randomly too.
Yeah, and I'll Dig it. I'm not running Bulldoze. I could run Aura, but I have Scald, so I don't.
Yeah, I don't think there's a point.
I mean, I could run, like, if I want a different status, I could run Thunder Wave, but I don't really see there being a point for that either.
Right, because it's truly that Zygarde switching in every time.
Yeah, and I just want to Toxic it low-key. Like, I know I have Toxic on 8 million Mons, but he has a lot of Mons that don't love Toxic, so I think that's okay. I'm just going to do it. We're going to put, of course, the lefties on, as we're going bulky Raikou. And then let's see what stats we're putting in. Of course, max HP. Are we going to creep anything before we start putting defenses in?
Let's see.
Because I'm 115. If you did not know.
There's like nothing up there that he wouldn't run.
But we already went through that of... Yeah, this is what I kind of love, though, is because he has such bad mid-speed tiers. All I have to speed creep is the Darm. That's all I have to speed creep. Because his mid-speed tiers are ass. It's either really, really high or below 100. So
right.
I can go 208 and put whatever else I want in there.
That sounds good.
So I can go, I'm just going to probably throw 52 in Spadef and then make it careful or calm.
You could run Psych Up Raikou if you're really scared about Calm Mind Crest. Just copy all the stats.
That's really cool tag.
Just to get annihilated by a Psy Shock because you don't have any defense.
I'll live one.
+6.
If I Psych Up... Oh, I copy the changes. I don't steal them. What's the one that steals them?
I think that's Heart Swap. It's the one that, like, Manaphy gets and
yeah, you're right.
Would be, like, a legend. I guess Raikou's a legend.
I mean, do I go Thunderbolt or do I go Rising Voltage? Because he's setting up the terrain for me.
Ooh.
Does Rising Voltage have a chance to paralyze? No. That would have been cool. I don't know.
I kind of go in. I just keep going back to that. Like, that Zygarde is coming in hard every time. And it just
low-key,
doesn't...
Like, even if I want to... I don't know. I feel like I'm just going to Toxic it eventually, but I really want to burn it. Like, that'd be so nice. But if it's bulky, I guess I want it Toxic. So it probably gets Toxic either way.
How are you going to burn it?
Scald.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I said I was afraid of Crest, but at the same time, like, you're right. I'm getting annihilated by anything it wants to do. So it's not like that big. I feel like I get infinitely more use out of what's its face? Toxic than I do anything else. And then I'm calm. I'm gonna just calc and see how much the Tapu Koko with its specs actually does to me. Let's go choice specs straight here, and we eat everything this thing does. The max thing it can do to me is Dazzling Gleam, and it does 35 to 42. So that's pretty cool. And I outspeed Darm, which is really nice. Which I can Scald that or kill that too. Look at this heat though. I'm gonna give you this calc though. Rising Voltage? Oh, I don't know, Will. That makes me... Because if he's offensive like Specs Coco, like he might run here. If I run Rising Voltage, I do 50 min. back to it.
Good. That's pretty nice. That might be worth it.
Because like I'm gonna hit rising voltage on everything anyways, right? Like that's not the Zygarde. Yeah.
Let's do it.
And I kill the Mantine anyway, so I don't care.
Use it. It's your only chance in the season to use it.
That is true.
Unless somebody's got... What's that other one called? What's the other one that gets electric terrain? Pincurchin?
Nobody has it. Trust me. If anybody has it, I will kick them. It's all good.
Yeah, go pick up Pincurchin.
Don't you have terrain? I can't even remember. No, you don't.
Go.
I mean, you have psychic terrain set up Mew. Yeah.
I got sand. I just have sand. That's
Yeah, that's what I always think of.
my team for like 5 seconds there.
I just want to know, why is it double ice? And why are you like, I feel like you're just insulting Weavile. Please, like, you don't need vanilla.
I mean, I got like 3 kills with it in the first game.
I know, and I was so happy, and I hated it because it was Slink, and I love Slink, but you annihilated him with Weavile, and I was like, if you're gonna annihilate him with any Mon, yes, give it to Weavile. I love seeing Weavile kill bulky Mons like Milotic. It makes me so happy on the inside. I feel so fulfilled in life.
Yeah, it's fun. I like it a lot already. It was like the 6th Mon I brought. I wasn't even planning on bringing it at first.
Yeah, he just does so much damage. Like, and you brought the Swords Dance set, which was freaking cool. I love that set.
Yes, sir.
He does damage. All right, we need one more Mon. We have all our boys on the screen right now. We're gonna go back to the Garchomp after 2.
Okay.
But yeah, I want to put that 6th Mon on there. Which
Gengar could be cool.
I like Gengar a lot because it just like this. That's what really says just no to the Cresselia as well.
True. Yeah.
I think another option would be Silvally if we wanted to do some shenanigans with that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like we're really covering all our bases. Like I think we have some really good swap-ins for like every single one of his Mons. To be fair, we have really blanket checks for not Tapu Lele. Mega Lopunny. I don't know why Tapu Lele came to my head.
Sure.
It's 2 blanket checks, but at the same time, it takes damage from Rough Skin if it ever hits Garchomp. It's taking Rocky Helmet damage, and Ramen eats literally anything up. Yordle can even eat things up, and then Toxic it back, or even EQ if it close combats and kill it. So that's cool. Does Torkoal have to run rest if I want to get stuff back, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it. Torkoal.
Do I run Yawn instead of Toxic on Torkoal? What comes in on the Torkoal?
The Cresselia can come in. I
would rather Toxic that anyways. So yeah.
The Mantine could come in.
I'd rather Toxic that anyways as well. So
there's the Heatran could come in.
I mean, that's why we have EQ though. So that's what I'm gonna catch.
If it's scary, if the Heatran has like Earth Power, I could see him seeing the switch because Heatran outspeeds and Torkoal's Spadef is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he pays the price unless you're like chipped already, so it's risky.
You know how I.
And Zygarde.
Yeah, Zygarde's a thing, but I want to Toxic that anyways. Yawning it is cool and all, just because it can't set up or sub or whatever, but Toxicing it, I feel like, is infinitely better.
Yeah, if I'm him too, I'm always fearing that Lava Plume. And
Because he could get burned too, like, you don't think of that too. Like, if he's, he could come in on a Lava Plume and get burned, and now his Zygarde's, if he's set up, it's, like, basically useless, because you have to be at, like, +4 to get rid of that.
Yep.
So yeah, I like the Toxic. That's fine. Funnily enough, I'm not Lava Plume. I mean, I could go Lava Plume instead of Toxic just because I have Toxic on so many Mons.
You could. I think another way we could look at that though is like you could afford to maybe even take it off Garchomp or something like that.
I think we can't afford to take it off Garchomp just because we have so many Mons with Toxic right now.
Right.
Because we have 3 right now, and that's not including if we throw it on Gengar or some shit. Probably won't, but... I do like Gengar as last Mon, unless we bring Zapdos. Zapdos is cool. Like if we bring it Scarf Zapdos.
Oh.
But
Nostalgia kind of just says no to Zapdos.
that is 100% true. You're right. Hey, I'm pretty sure Zapdos gets Throat Chomp. Probably does like 30, but that's pretty cool. But yeah, I agree. I think Gengar has to be here. Is it Scarf Gar again this week?
It helps. I mean, there's the good thing about Gengar here is like if the Heatran is out of the way, your poison moves go in. If the Lopunny's out of the way, your Shadow Ball goes in.
Yeah.
So like Gengar
double
going to be able to take advantage of Mons going down.
Also,
personally,
we have another times 2 weak to ice, so Icy Wind goes in.
Hey.
Icy Wind is cool too because it slows everything down. Like I like the tech of it. But do I get? Oh, I get Focus Blast. Am I just gonna run the same set I did last week except Sludge Wave instead of whatever a Dazzling Gleam?
Yeah, you need Focus Blast. That's for sure.
Yeah, I do need a Focus Blast. 100. Okay. I thought I put Focus Punch for a minute. I was like Gengar going in. He's not. He's taking prisoners. I like Focus Blast. I mean, I could run like Thunderbolt for the Mantine.
Yeah.
I could run Icy Wind for the Zygarde.
Yeah, you gotta make some choices at some point. I don't think the Icy Wind's worth it.
I don't think so either. Just because I kill whatever comes in, then press Icy Wind.
I think the only way Icy Wind's worth it is if you're not choiced.
I agree. But I think we have to go choiced. I think it's going to be Scarfed again. Just to outspeed some of his Mons. He probably goes... I think it's Tapu Koko is his, like, Scarf. Like, I get Darm can come. I think, like you said, Darm is probably his Scarfer. That's probably what's coming Scarf. But we outspeed that and just can kill it. With Focus Blast. We'll have to land it, but we land those. I mean, if it's chipped, if the Darm, like, keeps coming in on rocks... if he can't get it off good, because his defogging is also really, really bad if he doesn't bring Mantine, and he can't bring everybody. So what's really cool is if he wants to bring Mantine, he can't bring one of the threats that Will said that he's probably going to bring. Because Will said Zygarde, Heatran, Cress, Lopunny, Tapu Koko, Darm. If he brings Mantine, he can't bring one of those, which is really, really nice for us. If we bring Mantine, he takes off probably Tapu Koko, which would be kind of funny because the Raikou would just be like, damn. But I mean, it's a good counter for Mantine too.
Sludge Wave on a timid Sludge Wave has a 75% chance to Oko the Darm after rocks.
Yeah, see, so we don't even need to hit the Focus Blast if we chip it. So
if you go Modest, I think it's guaranteed.
Can I run Modest? I need to get to, let's see, Modest. I'm gonna go Scarf. I think I am. I think that's kind of what we're doing. I can go, because I just barely out-creep it. That's awesome. I had to go 248, but I do it. And then I have 8 in HP.
Hey, there we go.
I'm gonna run Thunderbolt. I think Thunderbolt's just because the Mantine.
Sure. T-Bolt, Shadow Ball, Sludge Wave,
Focus Blast. I like this nickname too. Do you like the nickname for my Gengars now? I name it Alice.
Did you change it?
It's Alice.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Because everybody goes Cheshire for the Cheshire the cat and Alice in Wonderland. But I also have a raising suspicion ever since I've seen that movie that Alice is either on LSD or dead. So I think both work, and I think this is Alice. And it makes like a.
Is that what this video is going to turn into? Is that what this video is going to turn into? Some Alice in Wonderland?
Yep. You have a Houndoom name that's not Cerberus, so we're not cliche as hell.
Let me think.
I couldn't think of one. Like Will is a pretty good nickname. I do enjoy Will's nicknames, but I think mine are of course God tier. But while you're thinking. Let's fuck around with this Garchomp a little bit more, because I think this is our main win con right here. I mean, low key, what don't we hit? We don't hit. It's Crest, that's the big thing, and then if he does bring the Mantine. I mean, at that
Yeah.
point, we can just bring like a like really big dragon stab, other than scale shot, to just start killing things because his fairy's top of Coco. Which I low-key,
Sure.
like, I'm still like leaning towards him bringing because Tapu Koko outspeeds Garchomp. And if he Scarf, he still outspeeds me at +1.
Right.
And he just has such little answers for Garchomp that I do think he really thinks he can rely on Mantine. Because I think
I messed up somewhere. What are the 4 moves you have on Garchomp right now? Currently?
EQ, Scale Shot, Toxic, and Swords Dance. But I think we're going to take Toxic off.
Oh. I think Toxic should be Crunch.
You think it should be Crunch?
I don't know. I mean, like you said, like Earthquake hits pretty much everything. And then, you know, the exception would be his best looking Garchomp check in the Crest.
Mm-hmm. The only thing I was thinking was, like, if we do, like, want to bring Stone Edge for the Mantine.
Good.
But I'm just going to say +2. Let's just say we're +2 Life Orb on the Mantine. It's defensive. We're just going to throw everything into defense because that's what we do here. I mean, Scale Shot has, like, a chance to kill if I'm Life Orb. After Rock.
Yeah, you don't need that.
If he has any damage. It does 78 to 91. That's, like, iffy, though. So I don't know.
I don't think you need Edge.
Scale Shot. Well, he has heavy duty boots on, so. But let's just say he takes rock damage, which he won't. But I think he takes any kind of damage. If he's like at 90%. Or
if he's.
Could be 85. Say 85.
If he's putting in the effort and taking the turns to keep that thing at full, you're going to be like chipping away at him in other ways that are going to be hard to come back from.
Yeah, he'll probably have Roost, but the thing is, if like. It's never gonna happen on Garchomp, but like he's gonna have a hard time roosting because my stuff comes in so much. It's like letting like Raikou in for free every time if he does that.
Yeah, especially if the Coco isn't there, if like Mantine takes his place.
Mm-hmm. Do we just go Thunderbolt then? Because if the Tapu Koko's iffy.
Oh,
Or do we just say fuck it?
I would bring the Rising Voltage just because
it's
how often you get that. I've never even used that move in Draft League yet.
It's cool. It's a really cool move. I really like the Life Orb, but I don't want to chip myself down just because Scale Shot. We're going to be hitting it so much. Do we need it? Is the thing. If we go.
So, I mean, like, the only thing really living a hit is going to be the Cresselia and the Mantine. And it doesn't seem like Life Orb gets you to OHKO range on those anyways at +2.
It doesn't. Yeah. You're 100% right.
So, I think you should prioritize your health.
Go lefties. I like that a lot. Okay. Go lefties. I like this team. I mean, unless Will has a nickname for my Mega Houndoom here. Let's go over it really quick just so me and Will are on the same page. I've Nasty Plot, Flame Charge, D-Pulse, Fire Blast on the Houndoom with 48 HP, 252 Modest, 208 Speed to outspeed the Darm and everything else under it. We have Zoom In the Garchomp with lefties, EQ, Crunch, Skill Shots, SD, 56 HP, 282 attack, 200 Modest. Yes, so that's hits 319 because I can't get to we have Yertle the Turtle here with our Heat Rock with Earthquake, Toxic, Rapid Spin, and Stealth Rock. Max HP, or not max HP, but 248 HP, 8 attack, 252 defense, minus speed. Oh, are we running Lava Plume on this? Are we going to keep Toxic? Or did we already talk about that?
We did not say we were going to run Lava Plume. We can.
I know we talked about Yawn. I don't think I think I mentioned Lava Plume, but I don't know if we.
We definitely said Toxic over Yawn.
Yeah, that's a big one. But I have Toxic on. So if I take Toxic off of the Turtle, though, I only have Toxic on the Raikou.
Yes.
So maybe Toxic stays.
I think the mons that Torkoal beckons in really don't want to take a Toxic. I think that's a good move on Torkoal.
I agree. Okay. And then we have Ramen with Solar Blade. Yes, sir. Earthquake, Knockoff, and Leech Seed. Rocky Helmet, we're going fully defensive.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if I'm 252 on this thing, right? I guess I can go to 248. Just do it. Throw 8, 4 and spit F.
That's fine.
We have Meowser, of course. Our leftovers are Bulky Raikou with Rising Voltage, Scald, Toxic, and Volt Switch. This thing is just here to eat the Tapu Koko hits. That's what it's here for. And then to do Toxic / Scald damage to everybody, or Volt Switch a lot. Because I can always just Toxic and then hard swap into, like, the Zygarde never wins. Like, the Zygarde's going to have to carry Toxic itself, which is going to suck, especially if my Ramen gets Toxic, but I'll take the trade at that point. Just because I have Regenerator and he's constantly taking that damage. So yeah, I'll take that trade at that point. But I do like Toxic. We put that on. And max HP, 52 Spit F, Calm, and 208 Speed to outspeed the Darmg if it's not Scarf or the Zygarde, which definitely is not going to be choiced in my opinion. I think the best thing he can run for himself is Bulky Zygarde, maybe even Bulky Setup. I don't know if he agrees.
I'm gonna look real quick into like what a rest set would look like. That's the only thing I think that could cause you issues. Given with getting it Toxic is a big part of the plan. But if you do something like Deep Rest, that could be kind of problematic.
If he's like 1,000 arrows, DD Rest, but then he never beat Tangrowth. Like he'd have to run a Dragon move, and then even then, he's like hurting himself, and I'm just gonna Leech Seed him.
Yeah.
And then if he runs sub, I can break it. You know?
Yeah, Solar Blade breaks sub. Wait, hold on. Why is... Maybe we do want to run Giga Drain.
For the little bit of health.
I don't know. Because the only thing I'm thinking, if he is that set, like obviously that's...
Coil.
That set's in for a while. Like, it's not gonna... Yeah, and Coil, too. He could be that instead of DD. It's in for a while, so the sun's gonna go away eventually.
Mm-hmm.
And then if he lasts that long, and your Solar Blade is happening once every other turn, that's not gonna do it.
Yeah, I agree. Alright, as much as I want to get the Giga Drains here. Do I get Earth Power?
We're doing, like, 2% less anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's got some pretty good defense already.
This is why we go over things, people, because this is a hindsight thing. Yeah, because I think Coil with Extreme Speed just tears my team up. I mean, we have Gengar, but it has to get chipped for me to kill it. It's not like it's just dying, especially if he goes Spit F. But
or Dragon, you don't even have a chance.
Yeah, if he goes DD, I don't even have a chance. He's right. So we don't want to lose to another DDing Dragon. As Will knows, we have trouble with those sometimes.
Yes, sir.
Might be Vaporeon. All he had to do was freeze. That was a poorly trained Vaporeon. So yeah, we put Giga back onto it instead of Solar Blade. I like that just because, yeah, the sun's not gonna... It's up for 8 turns, but one of those turns is taken up by the Turtle being in. You got to think about that as well. We have the Meowser over here. I think we already said the Rising Voltage, all that. And then we have finally, last but not least, our Scarf Gengar again with Shadow Ball, Sludge Wave, Focus Blast, and Thunderbolt. With modest 252, yes sir, we're doing damage, and 248 speed. So, and that outspeeds everything on his team, bar Scarfers that are above it, of course, but he'd have to Scarf Spectre, he'd have to Scarf Tapu Koko. It's just weird things he would have to Scarf. And he Scarfs Tapu Koko, he can't hit Tangrowth, he can't hit Meowser, he low-key can't even hit. He can hit Garchomp with the Dazzling Gleam, but he has to lock himself in. And if we get that prediction right, there's no reason not to go ever the cat or the ramen noodles, but it's just I don't like Scarf Cocoa. I think it just gets walled. But yeah, I'm liking it. Funnily enough, I think our team matches up really well against Aaron's for how hyper offensive it is. Do you have a Houndoom name? I know I asked you like 8 times, but
keep forgetting to think about it when I say I'm going to think about it.
Well, we'll think about it, and we'll put something on there for you guys. But I think we're gonna wrap up today's episode. We've already been going for an hour and 10 minutes, so you guys are probably tired. But I want to give a huge shout out to Will, like I said, our NCL reigning NCL Season 1 champion. We got his goods, his mind, our Wi-Fi sensei right now. He's just giving us all of his knowledge. I'm sucking it in right now. But basically, this battle is going to be very momentum based. We have some good mons that we built, and I'm really enjoying it. But thank you so much, Will. Thank you so much for joining. May you stop drafting Sandstall and Clefable and Halucha, and may you one day become the man I know you can be, and use Weaveout's full potential. Well, we'll catch you guys on the flip side, of course, like always, and we'll see you later. Bye.